If you keep asking yourself, where the heck did all of my money go in the old year in 2022? And you might also be wondering what you can do to make life better for you economically in this new year of 2023. And who better than Ted Jenkin, the CEO of Oxygen Financial, to help us wade through this big muddy that is always knee deep, and we're only in early January at this point. So, Ted, what about worries of the economy? I mean, they're nothing new, but how does one protect one's money in 2023 if you have some to protect?
Well, people need to remember, Jeff, and good evening, good to see you, that inflation is still incredibly high. It's at 7%. The average person in bank accounts right now across America is only getting 0.3%. I did a calculation, Jeff, and that means it cost consumers some $42 billion in interest last year just by leaving money in a checking account that doesn't pay any money. So one thing you might want to consider is switching your money from a brick and mortar company to a click and mortar company. Those that are online, many of them today are offering 3 to 4% on your savings account, and they are FDIC insured. Companies like Ally Bank, CIT Bank, Popular Direct, they're all places where you can, try to keep better pace with inflation than going backwards.
What do you think is an area where people can make the most improvement as far as their home budgets go?
Listen, Jeff, the number one thing here is the grocery store. It's a big problem for people here in Atlanta. I did a recent study here in Atlanta. The average person goes to a grocery store 14 times a month. That's going out for lunch, for dinner, and shopping for groceries. And let's make no mistake about it. Grocery stores are just like going to Las Vegas. They want to separate you from your money. That's why they make the joke that Whole Foods takes your whole paycheck, because the average person spends almost an hour in a grocery store. And what are you going to do the longer that you're in it? You're going to spend more money. So go with a list. Don't go hungry. Shop your pantry before you leave your house.
How about online shopping? I mean, it's so easy to do, and it really is addictive. It's hard to say, okay, I'm online. I'm not going to look at Amazon and some fun stuff.
Well, oddly enough, drunk shopping, it's a real thing. It was way up last year, but 1 out of 2 Amazon Prime members right now buys something weekly, but 1 out of 10 Amazon Prime members buys something daily. The worst thing you can do is store a credit card on file with Amazon and click the buy now button. That's like putting lighter fluid on your budget. So I'm just recommending that you put things in the cart, you wait 24 to 48 hours, and then make a decision. Try to just have a pause, reflect before you spend. You'll probably spend less.
How about some final tips on saving money? Maybe things we haven't thought about.
Just one big thing in here. Look, this is the time of year you should be reading your year-end credit card statement or your bank balances and looking for subscriptions or dues or memberships or duplicates that you don't need or you don't want, and you just don't need them in your budget anymore. But one big thing, because Atlantans love to dine out, just do this simply here. Order 2 appetizers and order 1 entree as opposed to 1 appetizer and 2 entrees. Jeff, that'll save you $20 for going out. I'm not saying don't go out. Over the course of a year, that's $1,000. That's money you can put towards your retirement or your kids' education.
And if you can tell yourself, don't buy alcohol in restaurants. I know that's really hard to do, but that's how those restaurants make a lot of money, and it's how you lose a lot of money.
By far, it's the biggest markup. In many cases, wine is marked up 100%. So if you can skip the wine and stick to just water, you also save some big money when you go out to eat.
I like it. See how smart and how reasonable we are. We're now teetotalers. We have decided, in the interest of our checking accounts, we are not going to be drinking any high-end premium beverages.
There's a lot of people that were doing dry January anyway, so this is just another reason to convince yourself to save money in your wallet.
An excellent response, Ted Jenkin. I would expect nothing less from you. Thanks. We appreciate it. CEO of Oxygen Financial, always on top of his game and ours too.